NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Dak going to start out going to the air.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 16. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action, now Purdy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Down the right sideline.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Purdy.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the 49ers 46-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead.
And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Purdy now on second down.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 29 yards.
And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit.
Now the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll bring a tight end in motion. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
49ers 6. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Purdy now to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
And this one is no good. He missed it. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half. Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And my goodness, another interception.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. McCaffrey on the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Purdy to throw it on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Purdy looking to throw.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Out of the scramble, it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he'll go down at the 28. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
It's second down.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Throwing now is Lance.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle there by George Odom.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They go back to Pollard on second down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Purdy to throw again on second and 10.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Purdy off the play fake.
And now here is another interception. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Pollard going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Pollard again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several.
And, my goodness, another interception.
And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to...
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Shotgun now for Lance.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for C.D. Lamb. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
And they'll go for it. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Pollard one more time.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now here's Pollard. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game?
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And he will find his man, Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy from the gun.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Purdy with one final shot here. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.